We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Al, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, the next item is for approval of the minutes from the October 3rd regular meeting and the October 25th special called meeting.
Okay.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Both.
Second. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, next would be the approval of the agenda.
Approval of the agenda as written. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Agenda item, old business. Do we have any? All right. New business. We have the board response to the public request from the October 3rd meeting, and I shall read this as follows. After the regular meeting on October 3rd, 2022, the members of the board were provided with a copy of Mr. Norman's statement based on multiple requests from the residents of Pickens County for a hand recount after the upcoming election on November 8th, 2022. Guidance was sought from the Secretary of State regarding this matter. The response from the Georgia Secretary of State's office was sent to all 159 counties in Georgia, as Pickens was not the only county receiving requests. The Secretary of State's response referred us to OCGA 21-2-420A. I have copies available up here if you would like one, and that will be the statement. Okay, next item on the agenda is staff comments.
Okay. We performed a logic and accuracy testing on our equipment in our office on September the 26th, 2022. Our office programmed and tested 26 poll pads, 78 ballot marking devices, 13 scanners, and 78 printers. All machines programmed, tested, and were zeroed out without any problems. The deadline to register or change voter registration was October the 11th. Pickens County currently has 26,364 voters active and inactive. Early voting started October the 17th and continues to the end of the week, Friday at 5 p.m. We currently have had right around 6,500 voters during early voting as of today. We're averaging about 500 voters per day. I can't tell you how happy our office is to hear that people are going out and voted and that they're interested in this election. The deadline to submit an absentee ballot application was last Friday, October the 28th. Our office has mailed out 724 absentee ballots. We've received back 490. 31 of the ballots have been surrendered to vote in person. Voters have until November the 8th at 7 p.m. to return their ballots to our drop box in our office, or they may surrender their ballot at their voting precinct on election day. Yesterday evening, right around the end of day, I got a letter from Miss Ellen Alberg. She was one of the candidates for the Nelson City Council. She has withdrawn her candidacy. So we will take the necessary precautions of putting signage up. We can't take her off of the ballot. We can't take her off of the voting equipment because everything is already done, but we will put up proper signage to let people know that she is no longer running, so if they choose to vote for her, their vote will not be tabulated. And then election day is next Tuesday, November the 8th. Voting will be at assigned precincts from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I hope that we have a really good turnout like we have for early voting. And then Rhonda wanted to address something that has came up in our office.
I would just like to relay to the board that we've had lots of positive feedback regarding this election from the public through phone calls, Facebook, and also letters to the editor. Everyone seems to love the new location of early vote being in the front of the rec center, and they really appreciate our office making that change. And it's just been mentioned that we've really streamlined the voting process, and it's greatly appreciated. I would like to praise the poll workers for all of their hard work. It's been a very busy election, and everything is just flowing the way it should.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is public comment, and I will just quickly review that we limit public comments for a total of 30 minutes, and each speaker will be given 5 minutes, time kept by Ms. Godfrey, and the board will not permit anyone to become personally abusive or use inappropriate language type thing, and that's where we stand. Do we have anyone ready to speak? All right. Do we have any board comments?
Great job, as always. Been good. I
Thank
worked
you.
over there Friday. I voted on there, I think, the week before. Everything was smooth. I was busy.
I've been there most days at lunchtime to relieve some of the poll workers so they can go grab lunch and kind of fill in different spots. The feedback from the public has been great, and they like the streamlined process and how they can move through. We've not had any longer than 20, 30-minute wait from the time they get to the door until they're walking out. We have a few times had a line, but that got pulled down pretty quickly. And it's moving along nice and smooth. Special thanks and special recognition to Roger and Kathy Browning for the phenomenal job they do. They are an incredible asset to this county.
And Roger is supposed to be on call during the early voting process, but the number of voters that we've had coming in, he's been on call in person.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know he was there the whole time I was there.
He's been there every day for the last 12 days.
In spite of being pretty
Yeah.
ill several days.
So I can't thank our poll workers enough.
Mhm.
Under what premise are you not allowing us to do a recount?
The time for public comment has already passed, sir. And we've read the statement.
You can get a copy. Just a question. I know that you've been busy already, but have you come up with a plan for election day for the boards yet? Or is that going to be?
I have,
May I
but
approach to that? Yeah, I just want copies of
but I haven't got it finalized yet.
Okay, that's fine.
I was
just know
working
you're
with
busy,
Becky
so.
yesterday.
So I figured out what to do with me.
I've got it kind of narrowed down. I just don't have it finalized.
It's fine.
But
Becky's
Becky's
gonna
gonna
fly around to all the
Becky's gonna stay in the
She's gonna ride her
office.
scooter around all the
Yeah,
precincts.
Becky's gonna stay in the office with us and
Okay,
help
yeah.
us on election day, and I'm gonna
Good.
divide it between the other 4 board members to go around to the precincts.
That works. Thank you.
It's not a comment, I just wanted to know, I know on the 26th, and you were saying Browning, we had some issues with, like a delay in the system or lockup. Has that been fixed? Have we figured out what that was?
The delay in the system for check-in or for the poll pads?
I think it was the poll pads.
So the poll pads, yeah, we've had such a large number of voters come through that it was causing an issue. And the poll pads, I will tell you, the poll pads on early voting, they do not give credit for voting. What actually you get credit for is from the voter certificates at check-in, and that is given credit at my office manually. At the end of every day, they come back, and that's how we log it into ENET and give voters credit. So we have had the problem looked at, and it has sped up since then. We called the company No Ink who does the poll pads for us, and we haven't had a problem since. I want to say Saturday. It started speeding up on Saturday, and it's been going smooth ever since. And the other thing, we kind of got a log down because we had so many voters on the check-in, and there was a glitch with their system through Easy Vote. And our IT person contacted them, and they actually sent out a fix for that. And ever since then, it's been working a whole lot quicker. When you went to print, it was like logging down, and you'd have to log out and log back in order to get it to print. And it was processing so many so quick. But they fixed that, and ever since Monday, it's been a whole lot quicker. We've solved that we haven't had the delay that we had before. But even at our worst, I think the wait times at our busiest, even with the delay times that we had from the computers, was only 25 to 30 minutes at the most, which was really good for the number of people that we've had turn out every day.
Compared to the past, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. We have reached the final item on the agenda, which is a motion to adjourn. Her motion.
Becky, my second.
Very good. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right, motion adjourned. Adjourned.